Take podcast with Brucey, Chuff and Lush.
How are we, gentlemen? We're back. It's a Tuesday night. We're in the AGT studio.
Wow.
Faded.
The Olympics are on.
It's the Olympic spirit. Damon's athletic. He's training. He's moving.
I told you when we had Richie Garcia on that Perth Glory shirt, which was a double XL,
triggered.
inspired me.
Triggered you.
So what are you doing training wise anyway?
Yeah.
Just lifting, bruh. I'm pretty restricted because of my knee.
Yeah.
What's happening with that?
Just got
The
to
fans want to know what in the blue fuck is happening with that knee.
Just got to have another thing taken out, another thing stitched up.
So you got to have another cyst thing taken out.
Shit. So just got to wait for the surgeon to get back in his office. And
Post the
pull his head
surgery,
out his ass.
is it the plan to get back into sort of the full swing of that athletic activity?
Yep.
And
So that's why I'm doing it now. So that way, if I go there, if I get the surgery and I'm on my ass for 2 weeks, I'm going to be a blimp afterwards. So if I go now, catch up a little bit, get in front of it.
Yeah.
Wasn't as heavy as I thought.
Yeah.
Thought I was 120 for sure.
No way.
112.
Yeah, that's what you're hovering around. That's what you were ages
Chop
ago.
knows your weight. You can just you see.
I think I was that in years 10 as well.
But it's good. It's good you're getting back into it. It's good. It's all about effort and trying and pushing through, perseverance.
Tired
What's
now.
your inspiration
Gunt.
besides the shirt? When you're training, what's your inspiration? Like, what motivates you to just push harder, further?
My gun.
You-
A longer, healthier life. And
Your
I wanna
man
play
tummy.
footy. I want to play footy again.
I think next year we're going to go around one last tour.
Last
I reckon I
Dance.
got one more, yep.
Should we
might
document
film
it?
it. We
Document
should.
it. Yes.
Last Dance.
Lynn's back. We'll get Lynn involved.
I took a shirt and I tried it on. And I took that personally when it didn't fit.
But no, he's a little bit tired tonight, Adam. Have you noticed?
Nah, he's just look. At the end of the day, when you start training like you are, you're gonna have that element of, you know,
Before work as well. And it's been real busy. So
and
it's
you're
like,
a busy man. Like, you work harder than most
big.
guys, so you can understand it.
And
I see that you're wearing your athletic watch.
yeah.
Count your steps.
Ask me how many steps I did today.
How many steps you do today?
What do you reckon I did?
7,000.
I think you did 14,000.
17,420.
Whoa.
7,000 from Chop.
Well, fuck, 10,000 steps is pretty much 10,000
Yeah, but
clicks.
he's on his
That's
feet all day.
he's
Yeah.
moving. He's
Yesterday,
moving and
actually, I was
grooving.
doing more deliveries and I clocked only like 6,000.
Yeah.
So like, oof, I made up for it.
17,000 today.
So I was moving, boys. I was fucking moving.
That's
Good
it.
on you. Good on you.
Now we
It's good
are
to see.
sitting down.
And tomorrow's knee will just probably blow out.
Yep.
Do you ice up at the end of each day?
Nah, should though.
Anti-inflammatories.
Get in the ice bath.
I take anti-inflammatories.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can't rely on them
herbal
all
ones.
the time, though.
Herbal.
Oh, actually, no, that's right.
Take it. That's
Bit of
what
oil.
that.
Natural.
Bit of oil
True
on
mech.
it.
That's what I take. That's what that's for.
But speaking of the Olympics,
Mm.
have you got into it? Like, have you embraced it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, how
It's funny
good is
because Hannah was asking me, well, I know we were talking about it the other night anyway, and when it comes to like international soccer, it's Italy. It's always been Italy since the kids. Italy play Australia, it's Italy. Like, but at the Olympics, even if the soccer, if Italy plays Australia, I'm going for Australia because it's
Yeah.
not the Azzurri. I said to her, so we
Oh,
look at
maybe
it-
not the soccer. I still,
Like-
Piss off,
me-
Adam. You're
to
going
me,
for
at the
Australia.
Olympics,
No,
it's
'cause
all
I know
Australia.
all the players. Like, it's
Yeah, I know. But like to me, I don't really care as much as I do. Whereas the Azzurri are like, you look at them like a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I get
said
that.
to-
Like, I want Australia to win medals. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
it's easier in the Olympics because it's not really one country versus one country. I know you mentioned soccer and one team, but generally in the sports, there's like 8,
yeah.
whatever, and it's like
Kosovo have got 2 gold medals.
I mean, it's just, for me, it's like I haven't embraced it like I would in like another sporting event that I really love.
You haven't
But
lived, Adam.
you drift in, you get in there.
you know
I'm
what's good
really
at night?
enjoying.
Shinya?
What?
Shinya at night. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, what is
Andrew Gaze and Andy Marr.
Yes, actually, yes.
And there's a.
They're on late, aren't they? It's about 9 o'clock.
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that the humour?
It's kind of like, remember Roy and HG?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
so good.
They were brilliant.
They were brilliant back in the day.
They're not bad, but there's also the cricketer. She's an Australian cricketer. She's Indian chick, but she's an Australian cricketer. And she's a part of it as well.
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah,
bad. She looks like Akmal.
Are
Not
they,
the wig.
are they there? Some are there, some aren't.
I don't know if they are because they're saying that they got a $14 million screen behind them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was set up there
There's
or
some-
they've done
there
it.
are
Some are definitely there.
journos in Japan.
Yeah,
Like,
I
was
don't know.
Basil calling the swimming for there or here?
I don't know because it was something about. I think they mentioned it. I don't think Basil would be there because he's still on the radio, isn't he?
I don't know, is he? I don't listen to radio in the
Obviously
morning.
not, yeah.
You can do a lot of things remotely.
That's the thing.
But-
a lot of it was just be
And
from the
Japan's
studio.
on, like,
and because
our
of the
time
lockdown
zone.
and stuff, I can't imagine they would be there.
And Japan's on our time zone.
There is. Have you seen?
They're an hour ahead.
Close.
But like, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Shut up. I
yeah.
was trying to agree with him there.
Yeah, but it's the same sort of times.
But I've really enjoyed the different sports.
yeah.
I turned on last night 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, I didn't know there was
like
a
when
thing.
up on the street.
Hang on.
I don't know why
Hang
it's
on.
at the Olympics.
Wind it back. There are so many other sports that could be in the Olympics.
Look,
they already have basketball in there, yet they needed 3-on-3 basketball.
But
Why?
But think about it, right? So they're trying to appeal to the youth dynamic, right?
Yeah.
So skateboarding's in there,
Which is-
3-on-3
Which is
basketball,
legitimate. I actually think that's legitimate.
BMX,
Yeah.
all that stuff, right? So you need these young sports. 'Cause
Surfing.
I was thinking about this the other day. It's like someone asked me, "What sport would you do in the Olympics that you actually, if you did it today, you would completely suck at it?" So you can't say like basketball because you kind of know how to do it.
Alright.
I'm talking a sport that you've never done. You watch it, but if you did it, you'd just forget it. So I was thinking, which one would I do? Which one would I do?
You're saying that we would be shit at it.
You should have. You've
Okay.
never done
Gymnastics.
it before, right? Yeah, so someone said gymnastics.
We've
right?
seen you do gymnastics on sets on the beach in
But
Scarborough.
The Winter Olympics have the more cooler sports.
Yeah.
So like the sports you go, that looks sick. I'd love to do that.
That one where
No,
they go downhill shooting shit.
yeah, and then they're going to cross-country ski.
Yeah.
but
Bruce
some
Jenner
Olympics
did.
don't have those cool sports because you can't say track and field. Everyone knows how to run,
Yeah.
right? Not run fast, but
Yeah.
people run. So I'd love to be like if I was to say which sport would I want to do in the Olympics, win gold at, it's the 100-meter men's sprint.
Yeah. So I'd go swimming.
So I'd go athletics.
I go swimming. 100-meter freestyle.
That's my favourite stuff to watch as well.
Swimming.
Swimming.
So
So because it was neck and neck when they're like coming at the end. Doesn't matter who it is. Just watching it real close. That Titmus knocked off Ledley, whatever.
how's the
But-
coach, bro?
What's
Oh, what a reaction.
Man.
It wasn't...
Do you see I always laugh at the coaches swimming because they're in the pool. They probably can't hear you while they're in the water and they're going to wait and tell you that. Yeah. But he's obviously devoted a lot of time into her specifically.
5 years together? I think they said.
It can't be like a financially rewarding experience.
No.
Because you get paid, what about by the AIS?
You get... No, government.
FINA? Government funding,
Government
which is up
Olympics.
AIS, and then there's other stuff and all that, grants and all that. He'd not be earning good money,
No. He'd be working another job.
right? So
No, not at that level.
he might have a couple other swimmers.
Because it's all year. It's all year round.
Or,
there.
he's a lifeguard at the pool kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he'd do
right?
another roll around
He'd
there.
be swimming
clinics
like
or some
century,
shit.
right?
He'd be coaching non-stop. That's what I'm
But
saying.
it's like, that's what the Olympics has, is that it doesn't have the fortune part of it. It's just that one moment every 4 years for your sport, and it's
like,
the gold medal, or silver,
No
bronze,
name
whatever.
people really.
Yeah.
Like you
I
can't
would
say
be-
that you know them
No.
week to week.
Oh,
When the
besides-
Olympics are on,
yeah.
they become headlines, and now you can name them all.
I would-
They're hot for a couple months, and you forget about them.
I would be actually so surprised to see what a professional swimmer would earn. I mean,
think
plus,
Oh, there's sponsorships and all that.
sponsorships and shit, but I'm talking about
Like
what's
the
their...
gold medalist, I'm sure she'll come into some
Well,
money
they get some
now.
sort of bonus from the Australian Olympic
Yes, they
Committee
do.
or something.
They do.
But I think more like TV interviews.
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
the stuff
that.
they-
She starts to rake in some dosh. But it's not. That's what I mean. But the Olympics isn't about that.
No,
it's not
no.
meant to be.
That's
about
what makes
that.
it so
It's
good.
meant to be that amateur
Yeah.
element. It's meant to be that. All right, yeah. But having said that, you got NBA players there earning
Yeah.
50 mil a year, 30 mil, whatever it is. Speaking of NBA, I can't Dream Team just not the Dream Team anymore.
The first time
Just
they lost
USA.
since 2004 at an Olympics.
Last time
A
they
game.
lost in 2004 was a shambles. I think they
Man.
snuck a bronze medal. That's
They
it.
suck.
But
Too many egos, not enough
Oh, look, I think
cohesiveness.
the thing about the basketball, they got like 5 group games, and you don't have to win 3, and you're pretty much guaranteed to qualify for the quarters or the whatever it is. So they'll still make it. But what
France,
if the US
huh?
don't win?
Who's
Come on,
France
Aussies,
got?
mate.
Rudy, whatever his name is. from
Gobert,
and then
Fournier,
Fournier,
Batum.
that's the
They
other
got the guy from
Utah.
Miami as well.
Oh, yeah.
And Nigeria have got the most NBA players.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NBA has NBA. Like,
USA, that's what I thought. Obviously, there's a couple non-NBA players in the USA team making up the numbers, but apparently Nigeria's got 9 NBA players. And it's the
USA's not
most.
that easy. Must be the most non-USA.
Must be.
Yeah, that's
must
probably
be.
what.
They're all NBA players in the USA team, aren't they?
Yeah.
So roughly, just quickly, a professional swimmer would earn $40,000 per year. There you go.
There you go. And then they make their
It's minimum
endorsements and
wage,
stuff.
that
But
is.
you think about back in like the Aussie 4x100 back in the day, Clem Thorpe, and
They're all big endorsements.
Thought
huge.
would have made $1 million a year.
Easy.
Clem
When he was swimming.
Gillette, like he was on every ad for a while.
Yeah.
Thorpe, his team.
Grant Hackett before he lost
Yeah.
the plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't he lose the fucking plot.
Yeah, it just I mean,
What did they find him like naked in a park or some
There's
shit?
always been a thing with swimmers, man. Like
they
big,
like getting fucked
big
up, don't
drug
they?
community. Like back in the day, that guy got done with like
but they're
5,000
so
pills.
fit, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it would take a lot of drugs to get
Yeah,
them
that's what I
to
reckon.
that
Like
height.
Michael Phelps, apparently can just punch bombs.
Bongs.
Smashes it. But
How was
takes
he?
in 7,000 calories a day.
Is
Yeah.
he the best Olympic athlete of all time?
Has to
Has
be.
to be.
Has to be.
What is it, 18 golds?
No. It's like in total, it's like that many medals.
Fuck, it wouldn't be fun. Because him and Usain Bolt combined have 48 medals.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Usain, how much does
Well, I'm
Bolt
looking up,
have?
Chop.
Oh, yep.
So
Usain Bolt would only have...
Usain
not
Bolt
only-
is Usain Bolt and Phelps,
Yeah.
1 and 2,
Yeah.
surely.
Has to be. I mean, there's
There's-
people back in the day like Mark
there's-
Spix or whatever.
Yeah, Mark Spitz,
Dawn Fraser and all that sort of shit. But
Bruce Jenner.
No,
Kate-
thank you.
Caitlin.
Okay,
Caitlin.
sorry.
Sorry, Caitlin.
No, but I think like if you're talking about the greatest, and
Jesus,
and the fact
listen-
that
listen
they
to
went
this.
around at the same time as well.
Medal record for Michael Phelps. Oh no, that can't be it.
Total medals, Chop.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Do you have
But going back on,
Hey Alexa,
No, but like you can see it's got it all here. It's weird.
just type into Google how many gold medals.
What's
has Michael
saying
Phelps
representing the United States?
won? Well, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously
before he.
66
You know
gold.
what he Googled?
No,
Michael Phelps. That's what he googled.
How many gold medals has Michael Phelps won? Ask Google even. It's got to be Bolt and it's got to be Phelps.
Yeah, they had to be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like Carl Lewis, had a good
23.
couple years.
most successful decorated
23.
Olympian of all time with 28 medals, and holds 23 gold medals.
23 gold.
You thought I was wrong with 18.
I thought you were.
And what was the
so
total
over-
medals that you said?
insane.
48.
28, and they had 48 between them. Pretty
And
sure.
who'd you say Bolt was the next one?
Bolt. Oh no, that I saw a thing that said
So Bolt
Phelps,
did
it was like a
3
weed
or 4
promo.
Olympics. He did 3.
4.
He did 3 and he won at least 3 golds.
Nah, he
Yeah,
did 4.
100,
Pretty sure.
200, 200,
and then
and 4x1.
And the 4x1, yeah.
And he won every single one of them.
Yeah.
I think he had the perfect record though.
Yeah.
He won gold in every race he was in.
yeah, he was 9 from 9 in that. But I think it must have been more.
Yeah, Bolt's nowhere near it. 8 golds.
All right, so he
8 golds,
must have
so it was-
lost 1 race. Which is the race that he lost.
One of the relays, I think they came second.
So you have to rely on other people.
That's it. When you have to rely on other people.
How's him coming out saying he probably could have won more if he tried more? if he
Yeah, but you
tried
gotta
harder.
understand, right? So if you run a 200, surely you can just the 400.
Yeah.
Nah, different. It's a different system altogether.
Yeah, different
Oh,
split.
I'm sure he could train it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure he could fucking train it, but when you're a sprinter like that,
Do you know
you're
what
at
he
100,
just did?
200.
Again.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
do 200 again.
Just cruise.
I remember Michael Johnson,
But
96 and 2000.
yeah, he got pinged, but didn't he?
No,
not him.
Michael Jackson was the
Oh, who was the one that got pinned?
That was Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis. Yes,
But Michael Johnson, remember the guy? He had the gold chain around his neck.
Absolutely.
He wore the gold shoes. in
200 and
2000.
400.
200 and 400.
Yeah. Was
right?
that him?
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
And
That
he
was,
threw his gold shoes into the thing.
yeah, there's another guy in his relay that was also sweet. Donald.
Maurice Green.
Maybe that.
Maurice Green was the
So
100
there's
meter
the 4 by
specialist.
400 relay that's coming. Athletics is always the second week, so next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Swimming first. gymnastics
Athletics is
first.
actually going to suck more than the swimming because the swimming, the competitors have been allowed into the stadium to watch.
Yeah.
Athletics is too big an area.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to suck. There's going to be no atmosphere for those races.
'Cause that's why I love swimming. Like watching that last bit when everyone's ah.
Yeah.
No, I always enjoyed the swimming at Inters.
Yes. I
It's
remember
always
you,
good, entertaining. The cheering, the section's always tight, like atmosphere.
I remember in year 12, when we were in year
Yeah.
12 of swimming, I got put in time out for a little bit because
Yeah, we
I
were
was
going
going ape
wild.
shit.
Still doing
Do
that.
you remember when we broke the fucking stand, like the chairs collapsed a bit?
Man,
or was
we'll
Guildford?
call it.
Guildford did next to us, and we were losing it at
We're
him.
calling because someone's principal got done for being a pedo, and we we're calling him pedophile.
Yeah.
Was it Wesley? Yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
No, but on the eccentric sports, the 3x3.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-specific
Handball.
sport? Oh, really?
Handball was very
Handball's
entertaining.
fun. I reckon handball was a very underrated
Did you
sport.
see the fat guy playing in one of the handball teams?
No, I didn't.
He is fucking huge, man. And he's like full of mid-air launching. They got a still photo of him. Just fucking big man's in it.
I just love the Olympics because if you're in a cheap country, not cheap country, but like a poorer country, or whatever, if you can just fund yourself, you just qualify for your country. You got like Eric the Eel that time.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a threshold though?
You just got to make a certain qualifying time to
Yeah.
make
So how did
Olympics.
Eric the Eel make it? I think they just gave him a little
I think they just didn't have no one else from Africa because Africans doesn't.
in the pool.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I got
It's
a
like the
question.
one sport that white people have still dominated
Yeah.
until they start swimming and then we're all fine.
We're all
Question for you both while we're on the Olympics. Name something, and you answered something today. It was pretty funny. Name something that isn't an Olympic sport, but feels like an Olympic sport.
I said opening the microwave before it beeps.
But
Right the last second. I'm just trying to beat that.
yeah, something that isn't an Olympic sport, but feels like an Olympic sport.
Oof. You got one?
I'm pretty sure this is in, or it could be coming in. But breakdancing.
I don't think it's in.
I'm pretty sure it could be coming in one of this one or the next Olympics.
What, ballroom dancing.
Like dance groups dancing off for a gold medal.
Wow.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, bring it in.
Yeah.
I reckon more the merrier.
Yeah, I've got no problems with
Get
everyone
futsal
says,
in.
"Oh, why skating in?" Don't watch it then.
Don't-
If you don't like
Get
it,
futsal in.
get everything, whatever.
No, skating
As long
should
as there's
definitely
enough
be.
Yeah,
people
100%.
playing it,
yeah.
get in it.
And if someone who plays it in their country can all of a sudden win a gold medal at the Olympics in a nothing sport, fucking let them go.
Yeah.
Bring all the sports in.
Right.
You know what is good to watch, and I have been watching it because obviously Australians, one of them won a bronze medal today in the surfing. Like,
yeah?
actually, I've never watched really professional surfing, and watching like the heats having the
Olympics
background.
is the environment to watch sports.
Yeah.
One you've never watched, and you'll never watch after.
Yeah. Like, I'm never going to watch the FINA World Championships for swimming.
No, you never not. You never. When do you watch swimming? Olympics.
The
That's it.
athletics, I'm never going to watch it. The only time I've ever watched gymnastics besides the Olympics was at Levers when I fucking broke my ankle and I couldn't go out. there happened to be some
What did you
gymnastics
watch?
competition.
Olympic? What did you
There's
watch?
some gymnastics world championships or something. I
Mate,
remember
those sports just don't rate at like outside of the Olympics.
No, that's it. I
You
mean,
know what's
I'm
funny?
sure
It's
to
like
that field.
you become an expert.
Oh yeah, I was following Stephanie Russo by of it. Obviously, because of your name, and like every night she'd be on. I'm like, all right, what's she gonna do here? No.
So, what did we think of the Aussie swim coach? I know we just spoke about it, but what did we think of that celebration? Because to me, that was fucking
That's
fantastic.
Australia right there, mate.
That's
Australia
was
right there.
absolutely fantastic.
Special. Let it
Channeled
out.
the Ultimate Warrior.
The only people that
and just
complained
went ape
were all
shit.
Americans on Twitter and stuff like that, saying it was over the
think-
top and all this sort of shit. It's
Yeah,
because you're
he beat American.
that chick that's like never been beaten before, Ledley or whatever.
Ledecky.
Ledecky.
Same shit.
No, Ledecky.
Let it.
No, I think from my perspective, if you're, like I said earlier, if you're invested in that person so much, like Damon, if you hypothetically went to the Olympics, I was your coach. If you won, I would feel like I won.
Of course, it's like tennis.
So I'm going to let it out. I'm going to
Yeah.
go nuts. Why wouldn't you want to go nuts? Like,
And
why
I
would
think-
you want not?
And I
want
think
someone to go
because
nuts?
obviously there's no one in the stands, or anything, if he was surrounded by the team and stuff, he would have been just hugging people.
You know who
or
I
whatever.
blame for this?
He was by himself.
for this lack of celebrations with some people. Schools, specifically
Yeah.
junior primary schools.
participation
Not letting-
trophies
yes.
and shit.
I remember at school, it's like if you celebrate too hard, they're going to take it off you.
Yeah.
That legitimately happened at Trinity.
I wish we had a video.
Like,
Actually, you
if
know
we
what?
yell too loud, they'll take the points off us.
Yeah.
So you had, like, yeah, if you're sitting in assembly and you cheered, it's just like cut it. So for me, it's like I blame schools for that behaviour.
It's because
you
everyone's-
should celebrate as hard as
Yeah.
you possibly can.
Because everyone's worried about the feelings of the loser.
Yeah,
I love how passionate Adam
sorry,
is
mate.
about
fuck
this.
that.
Don't lose.
No, but just, you got to
Do better. Do better.
I
Look-
just think because he was by himself on the top thing, he was just going nuts. If he had the other coaches and the other team with him, they would have been hugging and whatever, and you probably wouldn't have seen as much of a
the
reaction.
funniest thing of that whole thing was the Japanese
The lady behind it.
did not know what the fuck to do.
trying to, like,
She's trying to grab
push it
him,
back.
stop him.
And then you could see
And
him
then he did-
laughing. It was-
I'll get hit.
Then he did the
and
Ultimate
like-
Warrior thing on the
Yeah.
fucking fence, and she just went, "All right, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out."
I got to get away
She
from
would have
this
been
guy.
so friendly about it. She would have laughed.
Like, please, sir, go back to your place, please.
That's how Japanese people
Nah,
talk.
I'm looking forward to watching more 3-on-3 basketball, which is fun. Like,
So who plays? Sorry, do NBA players play in that?
No.
Fuck.
This
I
is
don't know
what I
who
mean.
these guys are.
If there's one sport there shouldn't be in there, it's 3-on-3 basketball.
Because
I'm
you know what
sorry.
they do, right? So they shoot, and then you get the rebound. You have to go out to the 3-point line and come back. It's just fucking quick. Like, goes
Is it
in
same
and out,
size
in and
as
out.
a normal?
like a half court?
Was it half court?
Like
We
less
got
than
a
half
cross
court.
court.
So you got to get out the 3-point line before you can go have your shot.
Right.
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 So as soon as you rebound, you can't just put it back in.
Right.
You got to get back out, and it's just goes, and they're
It's
changing.
stupid.
It's like it's fucking.
It's like watching
sweet.
those and one thing.
Yeah, China was down 19-14 last night, right? And you only need to get to 21 to win. 19-14.
2 points of basket.
No,
or-
it's 1 point inside the 3-point line and 2 points beyond it, right?
Right.
So Poland needed one more score, like essentially, if they hit a 2-pointer. China came from nowhere, 121-19.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh,
It
wow.
was sick.
Is it like under 23s or something?
I don't know who they are. I'm going to look into it.
Nah, because
But I
there's
don't know who
specific
that-
leaves for 3-on-3 basketball these days.
But
Yeah, but they're more like fun things.
But
Like
that triggered-
no.
Big baller.
Yeah, that one's gotten bigger now.
They should bring in basketball.
Yeah,
Get
baseball.
baseball
Is
in.
baseball on that?
No, baseball's
No,
not
baseball's
soft.
in there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, baseball's the men's, softball's the women's.
But I thought baseball wasn't actually in it.
It's in. Baseball, softball.
Well, how can it be? Because they've got the Americans playing the MLB season right now. None of them are going
Baseball
over.
must be amateur or
It's
something.
yeah, it's not the pros.
Because you know, like soccer's under 23s.
Mate, they choose to.
Some
It's up
sports.
to them. Like it's just not whatever.
Oh, I'll be
But
interested to see.
anyway, the US wouldn't win. The Cubans would dominate.
Yeah, Dominican Republic and shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Japan.
the Latin American sport.
Japan, mate, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, Japan would be sick.
Ooh.
So, and also it's 2 weeks. Is the MLB even on at the moment?
Yes, it is. Yeah, mid-season.
Great season.
So that reminds
this
me, like futsal would be sick in there.
year. Futsal would be very good.
That should
That's a
replace
good one.
soccer. Like get soccer out, put some futsal in.
That's a good one.
So 5-on-5, quick, interesting.
Yeah.
People don't watch it all the time. Yeah, that's a good sport.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball's good.
Dodgeball would be sweet.
Dodgeball would be very interesting as an Olympic sport.
I'd watch dodgeball.
Who wouldn't watch dodgeball?
Table tennis is great to watch.
Has the old, what is it, 46-year-old Australian in there,
Australian.
the Asian
Can you
lady?
get over
Australian
how
lady.
quick they are?
No.
No.
Like,
And how
you're
far
a
they
pretty good table tennis player, Damon.
We got pretty good at carrying up. Anthony was very good. Like we thought, fuck, we're pretty fucking good here. And then Anthony went down to see Paradiso on like a Sunday in a little like highs and lows sponsored tournament.
Yeah.
Got smoked apparently the first round. Like a wake up call.
It's amazing
When you watch these guys, you're like, we wouldn't even hit back a serve.
But it's almost like they're anticipating the next shot.
Perfectly.
Perfect. Every
No,
time,
it's,
bang,
it's
bang, bang.
how far they stand back as
Yeah.
well. They're like 2 or 3
Even
meters
that,
back.
like-
They're just fucking.
Yeah, but like it's hard enough getting the ball in, just standing there and letting it come to you. Let alone it's coming at that pace and you're just
But they hit it like fucking tennis, full arm, like over the ball.
Dang,
and
dang,
everything.
dang, dang.
Is tennis at the Olympics?
Yes. Ash Barty got knocked out yesterday, and then that Osaka, who's just got that
Japanese,
Japanese lady, got knocked out
the one
today.
Naomi.
that pulled out of the
Naomi Osaka.
Wimbledon.
Yes.
She's
Or French.
French.
half black, half
Half Japanese.
American chick, but she represents Japan.
Yeah, so she moved.
Right.
I'm watching the doco on her. There's a doco on Netflix about her. She moved to, doco series, so she's in it and describing her life and all that. She moved to America when she was 3.
Right.
And her father's actually African, not American.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's quite an interesting story.
And
She lit the flame.
Olympics has the backstories. Like,
Yeah.
it always has good backstories.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into all of them, but the Olympics always has those really good, interesting backstories. This person lost his mum, at,
Yeah,
so and so, and like
Well, the chick that won the gold today, she lost her dad recently or something like that.
What?
Swimming. She won our
Yeah.
3rd gold medal today.
no, but it's. I do feel you, Damon. Like I do feel more Australian during the Olympics.
Yeah, like I feel I'm much more Italian during a major soccer tournament. Much more Italian.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Olympics, Aussie, mate.
How
Green and gold.
Did you see the surfers celebration?
That was pretty bad.
It's pretty cringe, but
cringe.
they're all surfers, they're all ockers.
It was Sally Fitzgibbons.
It's the whole team.
And she went.
They went for some jellyfish or something.
Aussie. Oi, or something. Well, actually, it wasn't even Aussie. Oi. It was some other thing.
Yeah.
But it was bad. Like it was bad.
Yeah,
Cringe
but
bad.
then the team was represented by one of the most poisonous jellyfish. That was what they called their team, and they went around like stinging each other, and they fall over. It was a little bit cringe, but good on them. Team spirit. They're getting into
a
it.
celebration. You need to have some sort of choreography
Yeah.
or and it needs to just be like you need to have that. What do you call it? That showmanship. So the Americans can do it, and especially in NFL. Because they have the showmanship,
Yeah.
right,
And they work on
own
it.
the moment.
They work on it for weeks
yeah,
as well.
but they own the moment. So
Yeah.
it's their ego is what drives it, what makes it so
Yeah.
good to watch. But the Australians, so much they're very down to earth. It's not in them. It's not. You shouldn't do
We
it.
look at the difference between the coach of Australia. There was no showmanship in that. It became showmanship, but that was just pure joy.
Pure passion.
Yeah.
That's
Pure
it.
passion and joy.
No.
I love the NFL celebrations. They banned them. Remember they
Had to
them
ban him. It was so stupid why they banned him.
and then now bring him back in so much better.
So, Damon, the lads, the men, the teams reporting the training camp today.
They are
Right now.
Right now.
Our time. Our time.
What are some of the interesting stories?
So we're now less than 50 days away.
Thanks, Adam. Just chopped me off anyway.
6.5
Did,
weeks.
did Chop just ask what are some of the
I
interesting
said
stories
I was
from
going to
training
ask.
camp?
I was teeing up Damon to unleash. I was like, Damon, what are the interesting stories which are developing
I
in
think-
this year's training camp?
I hope. Well, no. So I think I'm assuming because it's happening right as we speak. We got Deshaun Watson at Texans.
He won't
Houston.
rock up.
If he's not going to rock up, apparently he's going to report.
Oh.
I heard he's already training.
Wait, do you not get your money if you don't report?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
report.
You forego lots of things. So he's going to report. Aaron Rodgers is another big one, and Devontae Adams. Did you see they posted the Last Dance thing?
Yeah.
They both tweeted that.
Well, Rogers wants to go to LA.
Rodgers wants to just get out, I think.
Doesn't
He's
want to
done.
live in Wisconsin anymore. We don't say live because he's only there
Yeah.
3-4 months
Apparently
a
he's got
year.
a fat house in Malibu.
Yes. And,
I think
and
it's
his new
insane.
misso is a very good actress.
Well, I don't think either of the LA teams are going to give him anything at the moment because Herbert, they're set. Which I know it's
I think we've
Rodgers,
been
but
through that, but it's obvious that he's not going to get to an LA team this year.
No.
So I think his thinking is, well, rather than force a trade this year, obviously jeopardize the other team, the team that trades for him. He has, I think, and it came out today, they put a lot of stipulations in to get him to play this season and potentially after, but he can choose to exit at the end of next season
Yeah.
at a fair,
amicable. Yeah, exactly.
way.
Because like you said, it's going to, if he goes now, wherever he goes to, it's
Has
going
to
to
give
be,
up a fortune.
and it's just a bad deal. And it just
Yeah.
doesn't feel
Well,
right.
it's
on
a lot
both
of pressure on
sides,
him.
And it's, yeah, it's
a lot
just
of pressure on the team to
doesn't-
make that decision
All right,
for a
all this shit's-
34,
36.
36-year-old quarterback.
So all this stuff's all up in the air now, whatever. He'll be the bigger man. He'll play. He's not going to retire. He's not going to do any of that stuff. He's more than likely.
He obviously wanted some concessions, which we will never find out about.
No one
from
knows.
Green Bay.
Like, you know, you hear everyone say whatever they say, but there's a bit of that. Them drafting Jordan Love, them cutting that guy that I can't remember his name.
There's
that
a
he
multitude
mentioned.
of reasons.
There's lots of things. Gunda Kuntz is a fucking twit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he's just over being in Green Bay.
Yeah,
I think so. I think,
and
yeah.
you know, it's whatever. He's been
Do
there.
you know how
many
much he
years?
wants? He wants 2 years, 90 million, full guaranteed.
Yeah, but he'll get that.
Didn't he? He's got a massive contract anyway.
He's just finishing up a massive contract, which I think goes till the end of next year.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
he's
he
on-
re-signed
he's
for
on nearly
5
40
years.
a mil.
yeah, which finishes the end of
He's on
next year.
nearly
with-
40 mil a year.
Yeah, Mahomes now has it over the average, but
Yeah.
this would be like that.
But
Mahomes.
it's, you know, at the end
Mahomes
of
is
the
what,
day,
50?
I
isn't
think
he?
he's going to do this season. I personally think he's going to have a big fuck you season.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, he's not going to get 90
Right.
million.
I think he's the type of quarterback. Look, forget Tom Brady, he's different.
Yeah.
But of all the other quarterbacks, he's the one most capable of playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Yes.
I actually don't think like Patrick Mahomes will ever have to, but I don't think he'll play well with a chip on his shoulder because everyone loves Mahomes. Everyone thinks he's the best.
And he's had an easy
But
start
it's
to
not-
his
it's-
career.
He doesn't have
Not
that
easy,
chip.
but
Like
you know what I mean.
Brady had to come from nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
develop
Rodgers
that. Rodgers sat
missed
behind
down the
Favre,
draft,
had to
yeah.
prove everyone wrong.
Dropped in the draft, thought he was going
all
number
that,
one.
right?
Yeah.
So,
What did he
carry
go?
that chip?
24.
Oh,
I think,
shit. So
20
he dropped out of... Was that the second round, eh?
Nah, first round still, right at the end of the
Late
first
first.
round. So Alex Smith went first that year.
But then he had to sit behind Favre for 3 years.
Yeah.
I think 2 or 3
years
years.
there. And
And, he
then,
So,
reckons,
like,
and Brett
he's-
Favre didn't
he's
help
got
him
the
fuck
chip.
all, right?
that's another thing that we'll
He-
never know, but
He's got the chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like Peyton Manning didn't have the chip until he got into the NFL. And then he couldn't get past the Patriots, so he had that. And then when he got traded to the Broncos, he had to prove everyone can come back, and obviously did.
But he had a
But-
rough start to his career. He didn't shine
But
from
like
the first couple
early
of years
on,
the
like,
way
he
Mahomes
was
did.
everyone wanted to crown him above Brady.
Yeah.
even after Brady had won Super Bowls. So, like, I think he's going to have a big year, Rodgers. I think he's going to have an MVP caliber year. I'm not going to say he's going to win it or anything like that. And wouldn't surprise me if he takes Packers back to the NFC Championship. I'm going to call it Super Bowl yet. I'll save my pick for later. But I reckon if he reports and plays the season, the Packers will get to the NFC Championship.
I just don't know if everything around him is right.
Yeah.
As long as you got a fit Devontae,
Yeah.
as long as your defense is adequate,
Aaron
As long as
Jones
there's a
in the
good-
backfield still.
Aaron Jones running back, some good blocking, he'll get that team to a 10 or 11 win season.
And Deshaun Watson at the Texans. So, obviously, with all the sexual innuendo and misconduct.
Well, for
of
those
that
that don't
man.
know, Chop, you're an expert in this field. What's he?
Yeah.
So far, I think it's 21 females have come
22.
out. 22 have come out and
So
basically.
about 25 shy of Chop's record.
Yeah. What's he?
Right. So, yeah, they've come out. He's got civil suits against him. I think 10 have been proven to be false or something along those
Something
lines.
like that.
And 2 are now pressing actual criminal charges against him. So, I don't
So
see
their massage therapist, he was getting massages. He was walking out
naked.
and then sometimes he'd suggest, "Give me a tug," or
Give me a
they'd
tug,
turn
yeah.
over. He'd pull the towel off.
Yeah,
22 times. Like
22 times.
you're,
So,
but hang on, before you continue, you're the quarterback
why
of
don't
a
you just
team.
pay for...
You don't even have to pay for it. Go to a fucking club
Yeah,
up
but
their
this-
equivalent of Red Sea.
Yeah, but hang on.
Walk in, and be like, "Hey, I'm
I'm
Sean
Sean
Watson."
Nah, but this is the
Wanna
reason
suck
why
my
he
dick?
probably. This is the reason. This is the reason why he probably did what he did, because he
That's
didn't
too
want to
easy.
have all that shit
Yeah, I
come
guess.
out. But what my thing is, right? If that's what you want, why don't you just play for a call girl, and that's what they're there to do anyway.
I reckon that's what James
Massage
Harden
you
does.
in
James Harden loves strip clubs.
strip
No,
clubs.
but apparently he's got
Yes.
like a couple. I can't remember. I heard this. These high-end girls, whatever. He just pays them,
Yeah.
gives them plenty of money. So there's never any qualms. Does all the stuff with them, and he just fucks with them.
Yeah.
No ratchet little tarts or anything.
Yeah,
like
well, why
that.
would you? They're probably the hottest
But-
birds in the world as well.
I read today James Harden's he's had his jersey retired in some strip clubs in the the US. One he even dropped like $1 million there one night.
Yeah.
Like $1 million at a strip club.
That's
You could get
you know
what you
what?
want. But-
He's going to be a poor motherfucker when he finishes with basketball.
Nah,
He's
he
going
earns
to blow that money.
40 to 50 mil a year. That doesn't include his endorsements.
Yeah.
So he's going to probably earn.
Put 20 million a year in an
Nah,
account.
but he's
and
probably
forget
going to
about it.
earn close to a billion in earnings.
He's still
By
got
the
a fair
time he's
way to go.
finished. Yeah, he's only 32, 31, 32. You can play to. Mate, you
Your
can earn
job-
$1 million a year in the last 3 years, even if you're shit sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, you can play a long time basketball.
He will
so
never
it's
be
fine.
shit though because he can shoot.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, he can come off the bench and just
Yeah, he
drop
can be
through.
39.
He's
just
fine.
drop
He's
it.
generally fine.
Who's the there's a Philadelphia guy that plays for the Boomers. I didn't even know he was Australian. Timmins or
Thibault.
Time? How the fuck is he Australian?
Because he's Australian.
Is he?
I don't know. Yeah.
Never ever knew this bloke was Australian.
I knew. Well, they mentioned it all the time because he plays with Ben Simmons at Philly. So
And Simmons isn't there.
Nah.
pulled out.
Elected to work on his game.
Yeah, this is him saying
then
that for the
Maya
last 4
Jama.
years.
Go to the Wimbledon.
No, I mean fuck him. We don't need him.
Yeah.
He's got a bad attitude anyway.
And he's
But Damon, we loved your NFL preview NFC North last week.
Give us
We got a lot
What
of
do we got
insight
now?
out of it. What's up this week?
Well, you tell me what you want. I gave you the
AFC South?
AFC South?
No.
You want it?
No.
You tell me.
You tell me. I like to be surprised.
Well, next in my page,
Let's go by the page.
we're going to have to do 2 in 1 week soon because we're
Yeah, that's
a week
fine.
behind. Why not the reigning champions? NFC South. Tampa Bay, New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons.
All
I just love how
Are you going
you've
to
got
tell
to
us your order or are you going to save it?
In order,
wait.
top of the division.
For the listeners at home, Damon puts so much pride and effort into this. He's got a little notebook.
This isn't just that. This is
He-
the Carlton stuff I did.
He's written plenty stuff down. It's the AGT notebook,
This is
and
my life.
he's got the nicest
Very,
handwriting
very
you've ever
neat
seen.
handwriting.
I got my pen license in year 2.
Yeah, I definitely didn't receive that.
You still haven't got.
I definitely have not received that.
I didn't get his texting license. Can't even- As I've written it.
Oh fuck!
All right. NFC South, top of the table, end of the year, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Obviously.
I'm going to read it as I've written it. Until Brady retires, I'm backing him to win the Super Bowl.
Oof.
They're returning 22 out of 22 starters. It's a first
That's a record. Yeah,
for a
fair.
team, let alone the reigning quarterback. Now, I don't know. I want your opinion on this as well. How do you think that's going to go? Are they going to be
I don't like it.
well gelled and like know how to do it and it's cool? Like they're good to go
So,
another year
look, they're
together,
gonna be-
or found out?
What will mean is that they will be
More
a good
tape.
team.
Yeah.
But what I believe in is that when you achieve the ultimate in 1 year, teams below you will catch up to you and exceed you. So you need to go even better. Like you need to get better. So returning 22 out of 22, that might have been their best options because they got a lot of these guys on cheaper contracts to return because they had the incentive of obviously we've won the Super Bowl, we can go back there and win it again. So that probably was their best option because they probably didn't have the salary cap space to go out and splurge in free agency
And plus,
or anything like that.
Evans could have got more money. Godwin could have got
All
more
that,
money.
right?
Yeah.
But I always think you need to turn over, call it 20 to 25% of your team every year. One, also from a motivational standpoint, you can't tell me that those 22 players will be as hungry. You know, again, rule out Tom Brady. He's a phenomenon. He's completely unique. But those other 21 guys, if it came to, we're in late January, and we're in an NFC either divisional game or NFC championship game, and it's fucking overtime. Let's say you're in Green Bay and it's fucking cold and it's
The frozen
tundra. Are you telling me like they've got to have that extra inch? Yes, everyone wants to win.
I think so because I think
But
they want to
it
go
just-
back to back.
Brady's not gone back to back since
01,
it was 03, 04.
I think they only get better in some areas. Whether or not that's good enough to win it, we don't know. But you keep the cohesiveness of the team.
That's what
They're
I
working
think.
under Brady. They didn't have a training camp last year. You come
That's
back
the other
in,
thing. Like, you
full
give 'em-
camps,
Proper prepared this year.
proper prepared.
All right, well,
I think they're going to get
If you give
better.
me the field, I'm taking the field. Because if you're saying to me, are they going to win it again? I'll take the field.
All right.
I'll take the field in any bet. Right? If you give me 1v the field, I'll always take the
Yeah.
field.
All right. I like it. I like it. Let's progress.
But I'm still thinking they're going to go back to back.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
They're fucking so good. Saints.
No Drew Brees.
It's been a long time. Since I
First
haven't
time
had
ever.
a long
Yeah.
time.
First time ever. First time for a long time.
Very
Who
long
starts? Who have you got starting?
That's what I want to know. That's one of the probably.
Jameis starts for me.
Yeah.
Not straight away. I think they go with Taysom.
Hang on. You said
Starts the
Jameis
season?
starts. We're saying start the season.
Starts the most games.
I think they go both based on situations.
I think they alternate. Yeah,
they will.
I really do.
And then I think if Winston can't hold the spot, I think if he can't win the spot over Taysom Hill, then he's out. He's got to be done. He's a number one draft pick. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. He's all that. If he can't beat Taysom Hill and win out the spot there, then
Be interesting. That's
He's
actually pretty. That's very interesting because Sean Payton is still an excellent coach. We know he can scheme. He can do those things.
They've got a decent D.
So maybe work out for the best for him because he can have all these different.
that's what I kind of think now because he still played with Hill when he had Breeze. They still, threw him in for a couple plays, whatever.
they had-
well, he
Breeze
played
lost the
3
arm.
games.
Breeze lost the arm towards the end.
Breeze last year, he was an average quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And they still
Payton
got
can win
they
without
still
him.
got to the NFC divisional game. Or was it the first week?
first week.
Well,
And
yeah,
the year
'cause
before, they had
They lost
5
the
games
World
with
Cup.
Bridgewater.
Yeah. Well, when you got Alvin Kamara in that backfield, you're going to make it.
Michael
had-
Thomas has dropped off big time. He's had
I think he bounces back.
he had ankle surgery in June. They're not going to expect him back till October.
Yeah, so he's going to miss a fucking first couple of games, isn't he? First
So
4
you're
or 5
still
games.
predicting him to finish second. When are you giving us your playoff lineup yet or not?
No,
No.
division.
So I think the Saints will finish second only because of the lack of competition.
Mm-hmm.
So I think third are the Panthers.
I expect a bit better from the Panthers.
I think
Really, with Donald
That-
as your starting QB.
they're very well coached, and they've got a lot of good pieces in Carolina. They're
What's
very
their coach's
underrated.
name? I love him. He used to coach
Matt
Temple,
Rule.
and then
Matt
he coached
Rule.
Baylor.
And then he's at Baylor.
Yeah, he's a good
He's a
coach,
very
good
good
college
coach.
coach.
They have really good young players.
So Darnold, obviously at the Jets, I think he was thrown into a very bad situation. Matt Nagy,
the
Adam
worst.
Gase is
Worst
Just a-
coach.
terrible.
How he got hired as a head coach is beside me.
He worked somewhere before.
It was Miami.
It was Miami.
No, it was Miami. He was a coach.
No, but there's somewhere he worked with someone and that
Yeah,
got him
Chicago Bears.
But it was his demeanour. His
He
demeanour
was a weird
just sucked
cunt. He was
for a
a weird-
professional
Broncos as well.
coach.
Broncos, I think. it
How
was.
you got hired from that?
No, but
is-
like, he's a shit coach. We'll get that. Darnold didn't have a chance.
No.
I believe in Darnold. I reckon he can.
Mate, Darnold can't go from being what he was in college. He was a phenom.
It's number one pick, right?
No, he was.
No,
that was
Baker.
a Baker. That was a Baker draft.
And Rosen was.
So he was number 3, number 2.
It went Baker, Saquon, Darnold.
Darnold. Rosen
Number 3.
was
And then-
five.
Okay, so he's number
That's
3.
the
pick.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Rosen, Baker.
Yeah, but
that
Rosen
five.
was. Lamar
Rosen
was
was like
40
13
something.
for that 32. Lamar was the last pick.
Yeah.
So Darnold, but
So you're not really expecting much improvement then.
No.
a
For
bit.
them to
but
finish
I think
third,
it's going to take.
it's a 6 or 7 win season.
I think it's going to take Darnold a little bit to find his feet.
They
But
won how many games last year? 6.
6 maybe.
Their issue is going to be if they can keep McCaffrey fit.
That's the thing. He's got a security blanket now of having McCaffrey. He didn't have that in New York.
Right, he's got
Well,
a
he
nice
had,
misses.
he had Bell.
Yeah, that's not the same.
And Bell
Bell.
sucked.
What?
McCaffrey's got a nice misses.
Yeah, nice family.
Nice family.
He's
Good
a
family. Stanford.
He's like
real
yeah.
college
Yeah.
Stanford.
good mix of
kid.
families,
Yeah.
right? You know, they
His
just-
dad.
they
His
work
dad
out.
played for Broncos, won Super Bowls there.
Yeah.
I think
his dad
McCaffrey's
was a
gonna have a big
receiver, wasn't
season.
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey's going to have a
Yeah,
big
so
season.
do I. He could be comeback player of the year.
Could be. Had a really good season the year before, and then
a lot of
Mayor
injuries
last year.
I saw him the other night playing the piano on Instagram or
Yeah.
something like that, brilliantly, and I was like, this guy.
Just
Is
a
there
very
anything he
talented.
can't do?
Well, mate, if you're going to Stanford, you're obviously very
he's
smart as well.
chiseled, beautiful.
All right, and the last
Have my
place,
babies.
who we got?
The Atlanta Falcons.
Why?
I think Matt
Wow.
Ryan is a little bit done. I think they've lost Julio Jones. Right,
Where did Julio go again?
Tennessee.
That's it.
So they
yeah.
become
So they got rid of Julio and got the
They got Kyle Pitts. All right, fair enough. Kyle Pitts is going to be
star.
a star, but it's your first year rookie, and you got to put everything on
So
him.
this is
They've
Matt
still got
Ryan's
Calvin Ridley.
last year at Atlanta.
They keep Gurley? Or was Gurley gone as
Gurley's
well?
still free agent.
Yeah, fuck.
No, but like this is Matt Ryan's last year as Atlanta Falcons. I'm not saying he's going to retire. He might not, but he won't be the Atlanta Falcons quarterback next year.
He's in the same position as Kirk Cousins for me, where if they don't have their good
It's
season,
not even that. I think Matt Ryan
You think
still
he's
has
moved on?
value.
Does
But
he-
I think they're keeping him there because obviously they didn't find the quarterback they wanted.
and he's got a massive contract.
Massive contract, hard to move. And I think what they'll do is they will transition. So they know they're going to be shit.
Well, they got a new head coach, Arthur Smith. He was an offensive coordinator from Tennessee.
I think they know they're going to be shit. So then they're going to play him, it'll take the pressure off the young players because he's experienced and all that. And then they'll find their quarterback in the next draft, knowing full well pretty much 75 to 80% of the teams in the league at the moment have a quarterback that they're pretty comfortable with.
And there's a couple good backups that if Matt Ryan doesn't work out, there might
But
be some.
it's not even just that. They will want the elite quarterback.
Yeah. Well, if they're going to stink, they're going to really have to stink because I think the top quarterback's going to go to Detroit next year.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, Muley, thank you for that. That was
Nice
very
preview.
well written. Very
So-
nice expose.
Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina, Atlanta. Now,
I'm
New
gonna
Orleans and Carolina are up in the air. It's going
I'm
to take
gonna
a big drop from
I'm predicting
Saints.
Carolina to go up that division.
All right.
I think those two are interchangeable for sure.
Interesting. All right, boys, let's jump into some fan questions. We've got
No.
what?
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Go.
You can hose him on David Teague after this. Adam's a little bit jumpy tonight. He really wants to get into the Teague issue. Mule looks
I'm
like he's on
jumpy.
fucking
You're jumping
depression.
into fan questions before.
I was disgusted on the weekend, but move on.
Just do you want to let it brew?
Huh?
Do you want to let it brew? Or
No, let him brew. Let him brew.
Do you wanna let him
Go fan
brew?
questions.
Cheer me up with some fan questions.
Okay, fan questions. We got one from, just your average fantasy. As the Olympics are on, what is your favourite Olympic moment? Doesn't have to be Aussie related. Your favourite Olympic moment, gents?
4x100 Australian men's when the guitar.
Yeah.
The guitar, smashing the guitars.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a huge moment.
That's by far.
I mentioned this earlier. The Michael Johnson 400 meters.
Yep,
That was good.
that was
Gold
huge.
shoes into the crowd.
I'm going to go jumping Jai Charisma, whatever his name is. The long jumper from Australia, the triple jumper.
I know. I'm just trying to remember his last name.
Jumping Jai
Definitely not
Charimas?
Teresa.
No, it's Charimas?
Chorizo?
Chorizo?
No,
It's Dreamers or something. Anyway, that was wicked watching that at Athletics when he got into what
Won
did he
silver,
win?
I think.
Won silver, yeah. He was in the lead to the last jump,
Pole vault or high jump?
triple jump.
Triple jump, that's right.
Yeah, that was wicked because came from fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
wasn't
triple
it?
jump, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, when they were doing that sport,
Hop, step,
step,
jump.
just this long jump. Just do long jump.
I remember like, when I used to do that, it's like you feel like you go really far,
Yeah.
and then like every other kid would measure, and you'd be like, oh wow.
I didn't go far.
Barely
I didn't go
make it into
far
the
at all.
sand.
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm not making it into that.
That was great viewing.
What was your worst thing that you ever had to do?
At athletics carnivals.
Athletics carnivals. So I never was in any of the running stuff.
Hurdling for me. I
So
remember
at-
fucking my knee
At
up.
even
schools,
tried
we
it.
So
did
many
everything,
times.
right? I was really good at we had to do it with the team tug of war.
Tug of war.
So we're going back to primary school here, are we? Tunnel ball?
Tunnel ball. Tunnel
Duck,
ball
duck,
was
duck,
sick.
goose.
No, we didn't do Dr.
Tunnel ball was
I
wicked.
was really good at shot put
Not surprising.
when I was at Mount Lawley.
Yeah, okay.
I threw a decent shot put.
Discus I sucked at.
Discus was hard.
Discus was hard.
Javelin was the hardest. Did you ever do
Did we,
javelin?
no, I don't think they'd really
No,
let us
I
do
didn't
javelin.
think
Eh?
At Servite,
Too
we
many
did-
kids in the oval.
At
It's
Servite, we did
dangerous.
javelin. I came second because I was like the second last person to go, and like only one person had made it stick in the ground, so none of their throws counted. So I just went up and just threw it like 10 centimeters in front of me, just so it stabbed in the ground.
Gee, you're a
And I
thinker
came
mule.
second.
eh?
Only that, like,
It's just to make sure it's all I had to do was make it stab in the ground,
and you got second.
and I was on the podium
Is that
because I was the second last
Is
person.
that how you operate?
I've never thrown one in my life. I threw.
Come on, Dan. You got to go for the win,
You get
mate.
You get three chances or 2 attempts or something like that. I stabbed
was
in
it-
one, threw the other, went nowhere, so I was in.
Was that to actually get into the
No,
inter-school
that was just
athletics
like
team?
year 8 like event.
Oh, you know what I sucked at? It wasn't at the carnival, but it was part of the athletics calendar. Cross country.
Ah,
Long distance running is not my game.
I
at all.
remember junior school came 5th one year, but that was fucked. Just
I
running
remember
like
like
that.
being last by a long way.
I was never
every time.
last,
Oh, no,
but I was nowhere near the top. Like, I was never
always
making
that
the
kid.
cut.
If you judged where you came, was like you didn't count me.
I was
like,
I was in the middle. Like I was always the middle.
nah, I was at the
Because I
end.
could do enough to beat the fat kids.
I was the fat kid.
But you were the fat.
See, yeah.
Yeah.
I was one, mate. Even at footy training, like pre-season, do a 2K
And you know
time
what?
trial.
You know, sometimes I drive when I drive past. I'll drive past Trinity, and sometimes I drive past the playing fields when I'm going to my brother's house. Anytime I see the kids running the bridges, I don't envy them. I go,
No,
nah,
it's dumb.
But if I see like the soccer, the footy, I go,
Oh,
fuck,
man.
I wish I was back.
Fuck
out
Wish I
there.
was back
I
in
see a
there.
Trinity kid in the school uniform. I'm like, fuck, you don't know how good you've got it, kid.
Yeah.
Life is simpler back
Yeah,
then, wasn't
enjoy
it?
it while you can.
But it's always the case when you're in that. When you're in
Yeah.
that, you think fucking just
I
life
can't wait to
sucks.
get out of school.
I can't wait to get it. Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah.
going to try and not push it, but really try and get it to my kids the ability, like, just to enjoy school.
Yeah,
Because
enjoy
it is
youth.
actually, you're carefree pretty much.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about all that stuff.
it's
The
just-
worst thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to get a detention.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
you-
But it's not
can't-
that.
you-
I'm not talking about like get into trouble.
No,
I'm talking
but,
about
like,
just like
it's not that
enjoy. Like,
serious.
yeah,
But you can't comprehend it at that age because you don't have the life experience
No,
to
exactly. You think
understand
that-
what you're saying.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is like, I'm talking more from a sporting aspect and secondary, the social aspect when you get into the latter stages of high school.
Oh, yeah.
But the sporting aspect, like, that was sick.
Yeah.
Actually going at like Fridays playing sport in year 8 and 9, year 10, 11, 12 gone on a Saturday playing sport. Like, it was awesome. Like, it was
Wearing your
genuinely
full uniform if you're in the first.
yeah, absolutely.
awesome. How's that, Damon?
I was a Jew kicker. So we used to kick the Jew off the grass for the first. So we played before him.
I love that.
That's what it was.
That's all right. You still had a bit of a crowd come down and watch your meal, so that's all right.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, we got some would you
I just
rathers.
realised how bad Jew kicker sounded when I first said
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Sorry, Simon.
until you
Yeah.
clarified and
Sorry,
really,
Simon.
yeah. Got some would you rathers from the team down at Anarchy. A few people have written some stuff in, so thank you guys. Would you rather eat only once a day, but any meal, cuisine, anything you want, or eat as much as you want, but only the same meal forever?
The first
so,
one.
So
once a day.
once a day, I could eat something
So
different.
once a day, you can eat whatever you want, but it's one meal a day. Any cuisine, don't get fat, obviously, or anything like that. Or eat as much as you want, so you can just sit
once
there
a
and
day.
gorge.
Once a day.
Give me just a family-sized pizza.
I
Once
do
a
that
day.
most, like a lot of days when I'm busy anyway. I don't eat lunch.
Well,
get home
once a
and have
day.
dinner.
Like, if I eat like one big meal, that can genuinely last me a day.
Well, a lot of guys do that intermittent fasting, whatever. They just have one big bore out meal.
But if you could eat your favourite food all the time, do you reckon you get sick of it?
Not if it's pizza.
No way.
And you can have pizza because you can mix it up. You
My
can do whatever you
problem
like.
is I really, really like junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you said to me, do you want to go to Rockpool or Noble? Do you want to go to Hungry Jack's? I'm going to Hungry Jack's. I'm not exaggerating. Like my favorite restaurant in the world is Nando's. To me, that's as 5-star dining as I need is Nando's. I love junk food, man. I could eat
I
burgers.
like junk, but I love Rockpool. I could.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, I'm
Amazing
going
steak.
Rockpool Friday night, boys. It's going to be
yourself?
delicious.
Awesome.
No, end of financial year party with the Studio 22 boys.
Oh, you looking after him?
Looking after them. They've done really, really good. So taking them to Rockpool and then giving them some play money for the casino.
My uncle for
You're
our-
actually giving him money to.
Yeah.
So you take a share of the winnings, don't you?
No, well, I'm going in as well. So,
No, you're taking a share. If they win, you take a share.
well, we're all going in, but I'm paying for it.
Oh, okay, so you're paying for the group.
The group.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're all going in together.
Yep. No, nice. Get Steve on it.
Our
Yeah,
functions
Steve's
are
been a gun,
some
hasn't he?
prawns and Coronas in our workshop.
Yeah.
My uncle got prawns. We've all got filthy hands covered in brake dust and shit. Even if you wash them, they're still dirty. He brings prawns.
Come
They
on,
got a peel.
Marco. Just fucking.
Just get them
lift,
peeled at
mate. You work
least.
these guys hard. Work these guys
pizzas,
hard.
fuck.
Fucking do something special
Yeah.
for them.
Okay, next one, guys. That was interesting.
Once a day.
Once a day.
Definitely. Yep.
I'm going once a day as well.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your dream car but get every red light or every green light but have...
Huh?
Sorry, she didn't put a full stop there. Would you rather you have your dream car but you get every red light or get every green light and have a shit box?
Nah, the dream car.
Dream
Shit
car.
box in a green. I hate red lights. I
What
hate
is your
that.
dream car,
can
Rusi?
wait.
What's your dream car?
Dream car.
When I say dream car, I want something that's you think is realistic in your lifetime that you can buy. Because if you say like, I want to get $1 million fucking Bugatti or something like
Do you know
that.
Are you
Today.
saying it's not realistic?
No,
Yeah, today.
I just don't think
No.
you'd ever do that.
I picked up rims that came off a $960,000 Rolls Royce full drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I picked them. I was like,
Wait a minute,
whoa,
a 960,000. It must be like the only one in the state.
I think I've never seen one.
I've never seen a Rolls
dream
Royce.
I
car.
said to the guys, how much is that thing? He told me. I was like,
Do you know,
Wow.
old mate downstairs bought one of the Lambos
the full drive.
he's got it matte black. You should have seen
Those
this thing
rims
come
are
out of the van.
$9,000 each.
Yeah, that it looked
You can
ridiculous.
pick them up with one pinky.
Yeah, they're pretty light. Dream car, it's a choice between two. I'm not going to choose yet. It's the Bentley Continental GT.
So they're about what, 350?
Yeah, realistic.
Yeah.
Next
And
year.
the Ferrari, probably at this stage, the 812 Superfast.
What do they go for in Australia?
Probably 600-700.
600?
Yeah, I reckon. Maybe 5.
What
That's
colour?
The matte black for the Bentley.
Ooh.
And then for the Ferrari, I'll just go with the black, just the
You're not gonna go red?
just the shiny black. Nah, see the thing is, like I like the red, but I like the black on a Ferrari.
So I feel like if you get a Ferrari, you got to go red. But if you get a Lambo, you got to get something like, I'd get like a blue.
Green.
Or something.
Lime green.
Yeah,
Oh.
green, blue, orange, something.
Fuck,
bright.
that's way too showy, lime green.
I'd never get a Lambo or
Well,
a
if you're getting a
sports car.
Lambo, you're showing anyway, so you may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mill?
The new Ford Bronco. It's not available in Australia.
I think I've seen one of those.
They're
I can
fucking
imagine you-
sweet.
Are they
But-
they're convertibles as
Because they're
well?
not in Australia, it's not realistic, so I'd say
I
G-Wagon.
can imagine you in the big Dodge truck like Utes.
The
You know, those
F250s or
F250,
whatever.
like they're
Too
like the
big.
Too
Too-
they
I can imagine
are
you in that.
massive, those
Give me a
fucking things.
G-Wagon.
So
G-Wagon
G-Wagon.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
is an
White
elite
G-Wagon, black rims.
So I've been in a white one. Mate's had it. He sold that one and got the
Burgundy one.
burgundy one.
When I bought my car, that car was in the showroom as sold, and I sat in it and everything. It's
Yeah, so
fucking
that's
mint.
his. Actually, interesting story. He had the white one. Very hard to get the G-Wagons. So the burgundy one was there, or he ordered the burgundy one, sold a used white G-Wagon for $280 and bought a brand new burgundy for $260. Like made 20 grand.
What? Because the white ones are really hard.
Because someone wanted to buy it. If you either wait 9 to 12 months, or you can pay an extra 20 grand and get the white one, which is generally people want that color.
So 260. That's really. Because I was going to say, realistically, that would be one car I'd definitely buy as a G-Wagon. Because I
G-Wagon's
like
sick.
how they're different.
Yeah.
Different
They're like
shape.
the old army
Gangster.
Nazi cars, you know,
Oh, Jesus.
the Nazi war
Jew
cars.
kickers, fucking wagons.
Taking a very subtle undertones,
Dory.
boy.
In history,
Bastards.
it's a fact. It's what it was.
Yeah.
But I'd probably go G wagon or a Porsche. I think it's a Tarago, or it's like the.
No, it's definitely not a Tarago.
No, Tarago.
it's
It's something very similar. I just don't obviously pronounce
The
it.
four-wheel
So
drive?
there's a Porsche. It's got the retro back.
Is it Tarragon or no?
Something like that. Something like
Is it a
that.
small sports car? Or-
Yeah. So it's
I think it's
two-seater,
called the Tarragon,
and it's
I
got like it's the back of it's like a retro. It's a retro back, but it's
Right.
the brand new version came out last year of it, and they still kept the retro back of
like
the
the old
and it's
Porsches.
converted, and it looks sick. It looks out of this world, like really different. So that
I
would
don't
be
mind
something
the Porsche.
because they're about 360. I saw.
Yeah.
The Porsche, like the one in Californication, is old 911s.
So you
911s.
prefer the old Porsche?
yeah, I like that. I mean, because they,
The new Porsches do look sleek.
yeah, Porsches are quite nice. I've never been a big car guy.
Yeah.
I fucking went
You're
for-
happy with a nice four-wheel drive and that's it.
Yeah, honestly, give me a what they call RAV4 hybrid.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I'll get the
Or a
Prado.
Cougar. Yeah, maybe a Prado. Saying hybrid, you know, low emissions.
All right, we got another one here. Would you rather lose all the money you have earned this year, or lose all the memories you have gained this year? That is I want to see
the money. It's
lose the money.
like
Or
the
lose-
first year of my son. I'm not going to.
I got married. I got married this year, so
I've had an interesting year. No, I'd say probably. I'd have to go
You won the
to.
Euros. I'm not giving that up.
yeah, no.
I would definitely say probably the money then, because I think at the end of the day, memories shape you.
I wouldn't give up any memories, any money.
You do all this for the memories.
Yes.
Like, what's the point of living
Life's
these
about
moments if
memories.
You can't remember
Nah,
them.
you get the money back. I got a job.
It's money, mate.
I blew it all anyway. Fuck, we didn't
Yeah.
go on holidays.
I've been to zero.
Fucking boss. Weed jerseys and sneakers.
Yeah.
Weed, jerseys, and sneakers.
That's all I spent my money on the last year.
Oh, we did have another one, but we'll save that for next week, boys, because I want to get into this teaguing roasting. Roosie's been brewing on this.
Damon, we forecast this. Everyone knows we want Teague sacked.
Teague out. Hashtag Teague
Right.
out. Get it trending.
Paints the picture. You watched the game on Saturday?
Yes.
Did at any stage before the game you thought you were a chance to lose? Even with Harry Mackay out.
Like, as a Carlton fan, you every game you
You
can
have to
lose.
accept, yeah.
So it's kind of like that. A part of me was like, is this going to be like that Adelaide game last year? It was the
Oh, yeah.
same sort of thing. Started getting a little bit of momentum and just blew our chances from there.
Yep.
I just didn't think Kangaroos were that good. I didn't think
They're not.
fucking what's his name was going to kick 7 goals.
Nick Larkey.
Do you know what I mean? Like I just
He had a breakout game, didn't
but
he?
you didn't just
continue.
Jesus,
you
Mary
didn't
and
just
Joseph.
lose a tight contest and
We lost
went to
every phase of the game.
but
We
you got
lost.
belted.
belted. That was the worst loss. Like, we haven't had big losses this year.
But it's funny how it coincided with the timing of apparently the release of the review report. So the review of the Carlton football is due in a couple of weeks, a week,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Surely that loss that's got to be preeminent in the report.
Whatever report you had to throw it up
So,
and start again after that.
If
loss.
you're Teague, there's not really much you can do from now.
No.
Like, let's say you run the table and you'd win the next, is it 4 games?
I think 4, yeah.
4 or 5?
I don't think it's 5.
I think it's 4.
I think it's
Yeah,
20 this
20,
week.
21,
Yeah.
22, 23.
Yeah, I think it's 20.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's say you win the next 4 games and you'll miss the 8. That doesn't save his job.
No. It's too far gone.
Like, I don't know who you're playing, but that doesn't save your job. So
St Kilda, Port Adelaide, GWS,
You're not winning any of those, I
and
reckon.
someone else.
I think you've got one winnable game, I think.
Maybe.
I don't know. But anyway, it's like if you had a 1 in the week, you give yourself momentum, you'd have been 2 points out of the 8.
Good win last week against Collingwood.
But it's just, you waste it. Now it's
Well,
like, so
let's
that team 100% needs a new coach.
Yeah. The players are there.
If you sat here, if they say at the end of the year they're going to stick with David Teague,
The only thing I'll be thinking is, all right, they're just going to see out the year. Clarko's going to finish at Hawthorn. We're going to give him $55 million a year to come and coach at Carlton.
the only other thing I can think of is, and I don't think this will happen end of this year, is, and I heard on the radio, I can't remember who it was, but Damien Hardwick's been at Richmond for 12 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
now.
12 years. And maybe he just goes, you know what? I've done what I could with this group and I'll move on. And let's just say he goes, I'm a career coach. I'm still going to coach. Look, I'm ready to leave. It's time for a new guy at Richmond. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Goes to Carlton or something like that. I don't feel like you'd need a young coach. So it needs to be an experienced coach. So you mentioned Clarkson. Can you afford to stick with Teague for 12 months? Because some of these players will be past gone
Yeah, I know.
in terms of you can't waste like a
Another
development
year of Cripps.
Like you
Another
can't
year
waste
of Walsh.
these guys. Like if you Sam Walsh gets better, but he's against the norm, and maybe Harry Mackay, Wiedering, but the rest of them haven't got better. Like, you can't tell me anyone on that list for Carlton has gotten better.
Jack Silvani's the only one.
No,
I'd
but
say.
like
I know what you mean.
it
You're
wasn't
right.
Teague's coaching that got
No.
him better. It's just he just
Development.
grew as a player. Like
Yeah.
you know, if I played 5 years of AFL footy, I'm pretty sure I'd be better at the 5th year.
You're
than I
right.
am the
No
first
more
year.
Brendan Boltons. No more fucking.
Just
These
get someone who
guys.
knows what they're doing.
Just get someone experienced. Get
So-
someone who knows
but
what they're doing.
Would you be
even if it's for 3 years?
If I said to you, Teague coaches next year and you're a chance of getting Clarkson, will you cop another year of Teague?
It depends who the other option is to take over if we get rid of Teague this year.
Or Ross Lyon? Say Ross Lyon.
I'd take Ross.
Yeah, Ross makes you a
Yeah, I'd take Ross if
formidable
it's
team.
if
Because
it,
it'll work on you guys defensively.
he'll make you hard to beat.
Yeah, exactly.
He just has
At
game
your
plans.
stage, it'd be hard to beat. At least be hard to beat. You're not hard to beat at the moment.
I've said this before. We're not scared. No one's ever scared to play Carlton. Everyone looks at Carlton and goes, "That's a winnable game."
Yeah.
Even the fucking Kangaroos. Like
Even the
it's
Kangaroos.
just- we just-
I can't laugh because Kangaroos beat us at home, but that's because it was raining.
But even like we're playing Jack Silvani in the ruck because like we got no other ruckman. We brought in.
Why would
Murkoff.
you not play Pinnernet? What his name
Pinet's
is?
injured, but we got Murkov in the
No, but you
mid-season
can't
draft.
find something
Who was
different.
the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
that took the hanger in the pocket?
Tom DeConning.
Why the fuck is he not playing ruck? He's like,
He is.
That's
The
their
blonde
number
guy
one
with the long
yeah,
hair.
but you said you're playing Jack Silvani in the ruck.
He was the second ruckman to Tom
yeah.
DeConning. Yeah,
Fucking
he's doing
hell.
the rounded ground ruck work and stuff. It's like against
I
Goldstein.
honestly, like, if I was more
Goldstein.
invested in that round and saw how you were lining up, no Mackay, DeConning in the ruck, Silvani second ruck, I probably would have tipped North Melbourne.
Supposedly Kernow is back.
We played in the VFL last
Got
couple
through
weeks.
it.
But that's what I mean. You've got the spine.
But where do you play him now? Because obviously he was playing as your full forward.
Second forward
Mate,
to
centre half
Mackay.
forward.
Second forward to Mackay.
Yeah,
Second
but
option.
I want that fucker staying. Didn't he have a breakout when he stayed closer to goals?
You can mix it up.
Yeah, but you got both of them. He's a lot more athletic.
Buddy and Ruff, you know,
Yeah,
that's the model that you should be after. Kerenow's more the buddy.
yeah.
Harry Mackay's more the Ruff. Mix it
So
up.
I
mate.
listened to one of the Carlton boys, Gibbons and Zach Fisher have got a podcast, which they should both just go back to the fucking training field and stop worrying about their podcast.
Leave that to us.
The way they were talking about Kernow and the way he's looking and stuff like that, you can just hear it. And it just got me excited. Like, mate, he's a thoroughbred. Like, he's just strong. He's back.
You can't. I know you sometimes you
He'll break
just
down.
lose hope, but you can't help but not get excited about Carlton. We'll go through
No.
this every year. You'll get yourself up
I
for
know.
it,
And
you
I
let
say,
yourself
this is
down,
my life. And
all
I
that
say,
stuff. But
round 6, I say, that's I'm not watching another game all year. And then I'll sit there and I'll watch the game. And
But legitimately, you just can't have this coach next year.
No, you
Cannot
can't.
have him next year.
no. And there's a few players that have got to go. I think Zach Fisher's time is up. We're getting nothing out of
Really?
him. I think he's got a little bit of value maybe. I think they send Zach Fisher and Sam Petreski-Seaton to WA. And I think
What,
they'll
get
both be
something
playing
for it?
maybe Sarah. I don't know.
Well, that's not bad.
It's Cheddar.
I would do that.
Cheddar.
You got
Set up.
salary cap issues though. That's why they reckon they can't sign him. I was reading that
Fucking
today.
just get rid of Cottrell. He's got to go. He can go and play for fucking Glenelg or Swan Districts or something. There's just
Nah, you've got a lot of list cloggers. But you know what's funny? A new coach with actual knows what they're doing will turn a lot of these guys around.
exactly. Paddy
No, I think-
Dow is starting to get some form and he's got the potential.
No,
He hasn't had the right coach.
I think some people will just blanket someone. They'll look at someone, like hypothetically, people will look at the Hawthorn team right now and go, that guy's shit, that guy's shit. Most of them are young players. Oh, that guy's shit. Fuck, mate. Like, they're playing in a shit team. They're going to look shit. Of
course.
You put one of them into a Geelong team, you might look pretty fucking good at the moment.
of course.
So, like, these guys, they take a few years to develop. They get ready. You talk about your Cottrell. You might be hating on him now. 3 years, he might be a fucking good player. But the problem is he's not in a system that's helping him succeed.
Yeah. A bit like Mitch Robinson when he was at Carlton. I mean, he's still a crab and everything,
No, but he plays
he's
in a
playing
decent
well.
team and he plays his
yeah.
role. Get rid of Teague.
Get rid
Get
of
a good
Teague.
coach in.
I want to be happy about AFL again.
Yeah, let's get Carlton up and about so we can get Damon up and about.
No, but it's just fucking hurts.
I want to be
man.
happy about it.
At the moment, there's no EPL. There's no NBA. Carlton suck. There's no NFL.
Thank God for the
If
Olympics.
it wasn't for the Olympics,
Life would be pretty shitty.
Shit, the Euro high was only like a week and a half
I've
ago.
just been fucking watching Euro highlights.
I'm over that. We're moving on. Last question for tonight, boys. I wanted to bring this up last week, but I want to get your opinions on it. It's the race to space. Branson, Bezos, fucking Musk. What's your opinion on all this? Because it's a crazy amount of money getting spent on this shit.
How much did he spend?
It was, okay,
What
so Bezos was like $1
he
billion
spent like $5
a
billion.
minute.
It effectively cost him $1 billion a minute because I think he went for 5 minutes. Something
Yeah.
like that.
So zero gravity, up past the
Which
atmosphere.
is, the equivalent of us spending 20 to 50 grand in 5 billion. So
Adam, that's insulting.
it's not to us.
It's just insulting having that much money.
Honestly, I don't really care that they're spending them. It's their money. Like, good for them.
But what? But you just get bored on Earth, I guess. So you've bought everything
You want
you
to do
can.
something different.
If you
Like,
got
can
that much
tell-
money, you want to do crazy
But
shit
can you
like
just
that.
tell me what the point of it is?
to go into space.
But for why? To say you did it? Is that it?
I think
that's
what you're
right,
going to
yeah.
see eventually, maybe not in our lifetime, but these people are building space stations and people are going to live on these space stations. They're going to
I
do.
don't know about that. That's
No, I
don't worry about that chop.
That's
I
happening.
think it's more about like
It's
getting
happening.
into orbit and like it's different. Like you let's just say hypothetically you flew up a group of people and you can see
The Earth is round.
the galaxy, the universe. Like you can see that stuff. Like that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, but for $5 billion, get a
Like, it doesn't
telescope.
cost you $5 billion. Cost him $5
Yeah, that's what I'm
billion.
saying. But what's what?
Well,
You spend $5 billion, get a fucking telescope and look
Do you
at
know
the stars,
someone?
mate.
Oh, I'd love to
I
go
think
in
it-
zero gravity.
I
It would
think
be
it
fucking
was-
amazing.
I think it was
Space.
Richard Branson's one. It cost 20 million per person or something like that. Non-refundable deposit. Had to pull out because he had a prior engagement he couldn't get out.
Well, and they sent the kid. Some young kid went instead or something.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Hang on. If you've spent 20 million on something and the date's there, your schedule's.
I reckon hypothetically the missus
Hang on.
said, you didn't tell me about this.
And
Yeah.
what
You
other
didn't- what's
We've got
space
dinner
trip?
at my parents' house tonight.
Yeah, we got dinner with my
Fuck.
sister.
what other engagement is more
what I mean.
important than going to space? I would love to understand what that would have
When
been.
you've already spent 20 million on a ticket.
I reckon he's probably did that one thing where you make plans and then you go, I can't be fuck going. I want to
Yeah.
lay on the couch, and he's
Yeah.
going, fuck, I really can't be fuck
I
going.
got-
We've paid for the dinner, babe. We paid for the trip.
Yeah.
Imagine how much
Oh,
money you've got.
Let's
Yeah,
just say let's say the kid's sick. Let's say the kid's sick. Like
You know what it is as well. They had to do training for it. You had to do like a certain amount of
So
training.
just, at the
So you
time,
just
he was
go for-
motivated, and then he was
and
like,
then he did the
Oh,
training
whack
for
for
it.
20
membership. But yeah, I'm
Shit.
going to go.
What do you reckon? How rich do you reckon you are if you're slapping down 20 mil
And you
deposit?
don't care about.
And
it
then
has
just
to be
going
some like Saudi Arabian prince or something like that.
Yeah,
It's going to be someone
Because I
with,
can't
like-
imagine someone in America that will just go 20 mil and go fuck that. I know there's people that can, but
Yeah.
I don't think they have that attitude.
Yeah, I agree.
I
with
reckon like the Saudi prince, because they would drop $1 million on a watch like nothing.
that. Yeah.
So you'd be like 20 mil. It's not my. I didn't earn it. Like it's
Yeah.
taxes from the country. They own the oil. Like
Would you go? So you'd go?
100%.
Would you go?
oh, you know what also could be. Yeah, I
And
would
if
go.
you know what,
You
if
know
I died that way, fucking
know
so
what
be
else it
it.
could
Zero
be?
interest.
It could be like the son of the Saudi Arabian prince. So it's not really his
Yeah,
money. He
right.
doesn't give a fuck. My dad put the card down. Oh,
Yeah.
And he's just
You know?
a spoiled
Birthday
little
present.
That's the
bitch.
case of the spoiled kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the car, but wasn't happy with the car.
Wanted to play Fortnite instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd slap the living
16th birthday
shit out of
present.
that
Yeah,
kid.
you got the space.
So
Yalla.
in other news, guys, just to let everyone know, we've got technically three pretty big guests coming on the show over the next month and a bit. So we might start leaving a little bit of hints out on the Instagram page and see if the fans can guess who's coming on.
Clues.
Huh?
Little,
Clues.
what do they call them? Breadcrumbs.
Little breadcrumbs. So we're very excited about these three people coming on the show. It's going to be great. We're building the podcast. Soon to hopefully have merchandise as well, guys. We're having a chat about that. And we got...
Send through some designs.
Yeah, send through. We might do a comp.
Yeah, we want some t-shirts, some hats, some hoodies.
Bandanas.
No,
No.
bandana. Who wears bandanas?
I wear bandanas.
Damon will wear bandana
I don't wear bandanas.
because he's Coco Lush.
Chop wants a golf polo, so suspenders maybe.
Yeah, but we got like some.
Any give and take underwear. We really want Chop to start wearing Chop.
Never going to happen.
Step one, sponsor us. Come on.
Step ones. But yes, we've got some big things coming in the works, guys. So stay tuned. We love your support. Remember to subscribe. We want you guys to subscribe to the podcast.
Like, share, subscribe.
We're also on YouTube as well. So if you can't catch it and you're sitting in the office desk and some reason you don't have Spotify and all that, you can listen to the
Watch a
podcast
black screen and listen to
on
us.
YouTube. But plenty of stuff coming, guys. So thank you very much for your support.
Adios, amigos. Benvenuto. No, bon voyage. Benvenuto, welcome.
Adios, amigo. Sayonara.
Horrible.
You've been listening to Any Give and Take. Follow the boys on Instagram and Twitter at Any Give and Take.
Stampede! In the gorge! Simba's down there!